What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Jorge, D-Grade, bringing you Week 5's Team Builder of the APM Juniors Division. This week we are facing off Ruben and his Sweeping Serperiors. Sorry, I blanked out on the name. Currently, your San Ant Eggys are 3-1 for the season, looking to add another W for the season. Because looking at our sort of playoff run, we're in the different division. The top three teams are in our division, so we are currently third place for the league, and it actually comes out just to differentials actually, which is sort of fun. But anyways, let's look over Ruben's team, sort of what he has. Keep in mind that this is the week that we made all those transactions, which that video should have come out just a few days ago, just to keep you guys updated. So yeah, if you guys weren't aware, we did drop Gudra and we dropped Rodriguez, and we picked up Doug Trio, Bertic, and Ludicolo. And I explained why that was in the video prior. But anyways, so he is the Mimikyu, he is the Indeedly female, Togekiss, Dracozolt, Cloyster, Centiskorch, Abominus Snow, Rhyperior, Toxapex, and Chuckle. So when I first got sort of came into this match, I was like, gosh darn it, we have to deal with weather again. And so I honestly was expecting Abominus Snow. It was a way for him to sort of deal with our Rain Core, because Abominus Snow, even though it's semi bulky, and he'll be able to really take our hits a little bit better. But anyways, we saw Mimikyu, which is probably his bigger threat because it is a late game sweeper. It can just click Swords Dance and just wreak havoc. Fortunately though, with our team, we are a lot faster. Mimikyu is his fastest Pokemon at base 96. So Heliolisk, Rapidash, Barraskewda, and even Ludicolo and Bertic in the rain really just and Doug Trio really just outsped his team. So Mimikyu wasn't that big of a threat, but we still had to play around it. He's the Indeedly female. I actually don't know what the difference between the male and female forms are. Besides, probably moves, which I don't have memorized just yet. Once we start doing more and more draft league battles and all that, I'll finally get it down. But I know I just set up Psychic Surge, which is sort of cool. He has the Togekiss, which is super annoying because it can easily flinch my team to death. With Iron Head, Air Slash, can try to get the boost up with Ancient Powers, since it does have Serene Grace, which doubles the probability of the secondary effects from triggering. He has the Dracozolt, which is another big threat of his, because if you break the Choice Banded and with Sticky Webs, as you can see, he does have Shuckle, so Webs might be coming this week. Choice Banded Dracozolt is really scary because we'll be slower than him, and we really can't do anything about it, but we sort of brought teams for that. Anyways, and then he has the Cloyster, which can set up with Shell Smash, another big threat. Luckily, we do have some Pokemon that sort of can respond to it, but not the best. He has Centiskorch, which can set up with Coil, and honestly, I was not expecting this Pokemon to come because it is so weak to rocks. Also, yeah, if anything, he brought like a heavy-duty boot set, just to be able to come in freely without any hesitation. Again, I talked about Abominus Snow, how it sets up the hail for him. It can also, and now it gets access to Aurora Veil, so it could be an Aurora Veil setter. Even though we just faced that, what was it, last week? We faced Alolan Ninetales, yeah, last week with the Gastrowall. He has a Rhyperior, which I don't think comes because we are a rain team. Toxapex, which is super annoying. I mentioned about bulky water types, and here's another bulky water type. Unfortunately, we really can't break it that well. We only have sort of one choice, one path to go about that, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. And finally, he has the Shuckle, which is some Sticky Webs, which can set up Stealth Rocks. It's just a very bulky Pokemon in general, with those very extremely high defense and special defense stats. But anyways, let's get into our team, what we're bringing, and why we are bringing it. Where is it at? Battle Capture. Awesome. So our first Pokemon for this week is going to be Shiozaki. Rocking the Akaberry actually with Iron Barbs, Heavy Slam, Leech Seed, Spikes, and Protect. The reason I'm running Akaberry is because just in case he goes for like Togekiss and he goes for like the Heat Wave, we can live the hit and we knock out the Togekiss. That's like our only sort of way to deal with that. I could also have brought like Triple Berry for the Aerosphere, but I thought Akaberry was a little bit better. Now in hindsight, I should not have brought Akaberry. This was our best way to deal with because it is just so annoying to deal with, and really, yeah. So our goal for Shiozaki is to get up Spikes, is to get up Leech Seed so we can recover a lot of health and sort of chip away at that Mimikyu behind, even though it has its disguise up. That's really what the goal is. It's just to chip that thing away so that it just, once we break the disguise, it's easier to deal with. But as pretty much since before we're rocking at max HP and basically even special defense and defense. We're just a defensive variant this week, and we're rocking 0 speed because we really didn't need any speed to outspeed anything on the team. Besides probably Shuckle, but again Shuckle's actually slower than Shiozaki, which is kind of nice. But anyways, that is our Ferrothorn set this week. Next up, making their and her should be hers debut is Rock Groupie, the Duck Trio. The reason I call it Rock Groupie because they're banging their heads as if they're jamming out with each other. Rocking a Focus Sash set, Stealth Rocks, Earthquake Memento, and Rock Slide. Really, I wanted Rocks this week. I really liked the way they chipped his team away. So that's really was my dedicated lead. Unless I saw something else I just didn't like the trio leading off with. Again, rocking Focus Sash. We can't run Arena Trap. That is a rule that Jed Major I knew, which is very unfortunate because we just can't force our opponents to stay in a Pokemon and just stay there. That's fine. Earthquake is great for stab. Rock Slide is really good for like that Sensitive Scorch for the Abomasnow. For the Togekiss, Earthquake is just good also. And then Memento really is for our so we can go into another Pokemon like one of our sweepers, so that it really just can't do anything to us. But yeah. We're rocking Adamant, 252 attack and 252 speed because, again, since Mimikyu was his fastest thing, we didn't have to run a Jolly set, which is actually really nice. But yeah, that is our Rock Groupie set. Next up, we have Archidaugo rocking the Rocky Helmet with the Intimidate. Morning Sun, Play Rough, Psychic Fangs, and Flare Blitz. Initially, I had like Bulldoze, or I didn't have Flare Blitz initially, and I also actually, you know what, we should run that. Even though he does have Sensitive Scorch, which does get Flash Fire, I didn't see myself ever clicking Flare Blitz. Unless it's like Sensitive Scorch is down and we just need to get damage off on something. But I forgot. I think I said Bulldoze, but I think it might have been something else actually. Now that I think about it, but I swapped in Flare Blitz at the last second. We're rocking max HP pretty much, max special defense, so it's another like sort of defensive Pokemon for the team. So like Shiozaki is very well balanced. Rock Ruby is really more of a check with setting up rocks, and then Archidaugo can take both heads pretty decently in my opinion. Again, Play Rough is for that Dracozolt, and then Psychic Fangs is for that Toxic, even though it won't do that much, but we can at least try to flinch to death. That's the goal anyways. Next up, we sort of have our main response to Toxapex. This is our only way we could really break it. It's through a Choice Specs, Modest, Helios. Again, his team is very slow, so we really don't have to worry about running Timid. I think our only scary thing was that he ran Jolly Mimikyu, in which case he outsped us by like 2 points. We're rocking Dry Skin because obviously we don't have a nature that benefits to be under Hail. Which is A-okay. Rocking 3 attack, Volt Switch, because again, I don't think he ever brings Serperior this week. That's why we're rocking Volt Switch over U-turn. Hyper Voice is just tremendous to his team. Thunderbolt just did again. Thunderbolt, I opted to bring Thunderbolt over Thunder because, spoiler, we're not bringing Pelipper this week, which we should have, in my opinion. But, because I just wanted to make sure I was going to hit those Thunderbolts. I really did. I didn't want to miss it and then, lose the game because of it. And then Surface is really good because, again, it checks the right period, basically. But, yeah. Also, and next up now making their APM Juniors Division premiere is I Will Shake Yours and You Will Shake Mine. Wait, no. I Will Shake Mine and You Will Shake Yours. It's Ludicolo, the Ludicolo, with a Choice Scarf set, with Swift Swim, oddly enough. Ice Beam, Surf, Energy Ball, and Focus Blast. Again, 4 tag, rocking, just like Helios, 252 speed, rocking a Modest set with 252 in special attack. The reason being is because it's just a special threat I wanted to have on the team. Again, we are a rain team, but I want to show off that we don't need the rain to work efficiently, in my opinion. But it still helps nonetheless. And so I really like this Ludicolo set. It does a lot. It does a number to his team, and it hits. I'm sorry, it hits hard, and that's really what it does. It just hits hard, so that he really has to like walk around the set. And yeah. And then finally, also making their debut is Beartick, the Beartick. I forgot to nickname him in the battle. So Beartick is just Beartick for right now with the Life Orb set, Swift Swim, Rain Dance, Icicle Crash, Superpower, and Aqua Jet. I really wanted Aqua Jet because, again, he has at Mimikyu, and once we break that, if he was super weak, we could just go into Beartick and click the Aqua Jet, hoping for him not to expect us to have Aqua Jet. Really, we're rocking just enough speed to be outspeeding this Sensitive Scorch, 0 speed Sensitive Scorch, and then we dumped the rest into HP. Was like a rock friendly number HP. I still wanted to have Rain on this team, so I gave Beartick the Rain Dance. Will it work out? We'll see. It did numbers regardless, but yeah, this is our team for week 5. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm recording this post battle, and honestly, I had a lot of fun with that battle, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, subscribe if you're new around here. I'm realizing Sir Icky is again on the floor. Give me 1 second, bro. What are you doing? Behave yourself. I get it. You drank last night, but that's not cool. You guys know me at Sir Jorge Great. Make sure you're praising the word of a little eggy, and we will catch you guys at the battle. See you then. Bye bye.